What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video here on Play on GAA with me, Seamus Brady. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Galway versus Leitrim Connacht semi-final, which happened yesterday. Just depressing. Galway 4-20, Leitrim 9 points. I mean, for a Leitrim side that are coming with momentum, that are coming with a bit of heart, determination, Andy Moran, of course, their first year in charge. It's just, why do we keep doing this every year in the GAA? It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm going to get into the full match review. But before I do, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And let's get on with the video. Killian McDade hit the first point for Galway. It was a lovely one. Donald Rinn levelled, and then Leitrim went into the lead. But Paul Conroy levelled for Galway straight away. Killian McDade was kicking the lights out in the first half from midfield. Paul Conroy showed he could do it from midfield in the league final against Roscommon. Well, Killian McDade was showing it this time. Fantastic scores, 3 beauties in the first half. Ryan O'Rourke was giving Galway some trouble in the first half, but it didn't really amount to anything. A Conroy point right on the stroke of half-time made it 12 points to 5. Patrick Kelly, though, kept the pain going for Leitrim. He scored a goal straight after half-time to make it 112 to 5 points. The second goal then was set up for him by Sean Kelly. Another goal for Galway. Niall Daly hit Galway's third goal to make it 318 to 7 points, and Owen Gallagher with Galway's fourth goal, very tidy from the Antrim native, to make it 420 to 9 points. I mean, now Leitrim go into the Tailteann Cup, which we all knew that they would be, and Galway go into a Connacht final against Roscommon, which will be fascinating to see. Why do we keep doing this? Like, straight up, why? Like, it's such an outdated system. The provincials, like, people are clinging on to Leitrim. Leitrim haven't won the Connacht Championship since 1994. Like, they haven't even been close. Like, you're looking at, like, realistically, since 2000, like, apart from 2010, when Louth should have won Leinster, like, the big teams win the provinces. Munster, it's Kerry, and when Cork have their shit together, then Cork are a bit of a challenge for them. But it's always Kerry and Cork, historically, down through the years. In Connacht, it's always Galway, Mayo, and Roscommon. In Ulster is the only thing keeping it alive, in my opinion. But then you look at Leinster, it's Dublin, Meath, and Kildare. Like, what chance? Like, Wexford had a good string there in 2011, 2012, where they probably should have won one, but they still didn't. That was a dodgy Dublin team, and yet Dublin still were better. So, like, look, it's just, it does my head in as to why we persist with these systems. Why you, like, the league, in my opinion, the provincial championships should be on instead of the Allianz Leagues. I think the Allianz Leagues embed in this, you know, Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, Division 4, where, like, you know your place. And I think the championship should be just like the ladies one, where you have the senior, you have the intermediate, and you have the junior. Because look at Meath. The Meath ladies team got beaten out the gate a few years ago by Tyrone. And it was like a depressed name. Vicky Wall was playing that day. Meath got beaten out the gate. They went down to the intermediate championship. They had chance to grow as a team, to get the players back into the panel, get building. And then they felt like they deserved their shot at the senior championship. And when they got to the senior championship, they won it. They were ready for it. So why we persist with having Leitrim playing Galway, playing Mayo, like having Wexford play Dublin. Like, what is the point of that? There's literally like, it's literally like having the FA Cup as the, like, the Champions League style thing. It's literally like having Crawley Town play Manchester City. Like, what is the point? What do you think is going to happen? That will never happen. You know, it's rare that a team will win. Like, remember Mayo beating Leitrim last year in that championship? I think they won by like 520 to 9. But like, what is the point of that? Like, what is the point of that? Year on year, Leitrim just get beaten to fuck in the Connacht Championship. They just get battered every year. And then they have to, a manager has to come in. Terry Hyland, his interview was very interesting, where he was just saying, you have to pretty much lie to the players and say, oh yeah, we can beat Galway and Mayo. They won't be able to. Galway and Mayo are massive, massive counties, and they have such resources and such great teams, where Leitrim can beat. I think Leitrim can beat anyone in Division 3 and Division 4. I'd even fancy them to give the likes of Down and Offaly that got relegated from Division 2. I'd fancy them to give them a good game. but they won't be able to beat Galway and Mayo because Galway and Mayo are Division 1 teams. So what is the point? Like, put them into a junior championship where they have a chance to win it, and then they have a chance to get their players to play for Leitrim, because that is the other massive knock-on effect of this. The likes of Luke Towie, who went to go play in Australia. You know, you come back here, there's the likes of Kieran Byrne that has only just come back to play for Louth. But in the past, like, how many players have left to go play in the Australian League? Like Zach too, he went off, he didn't play with Laois to go play on Australia. But why would he stay here and play? Just to get beaten by Dublin every year by 20, 25 points. Why would you want to stay and put yourself through that when you can go over? Like, look at Carlow. They had all the momentum, Carlow rising. And then Brendan Murphy still leaves before the championship starts because he knows there's only so far we can go with this. We're not going to win Leinster. We're not going to win the All-Ireland. And they're the only two things that we can really win. But if they were in a junior championship that year, where they could compete with teams like Wexford, Westmeath, where they would fancy their chances, the momentum behind them would have been huge. And if they had won the junior championship, that would have been massive for the county. It's just ridiculous to me at this point. I mean, me, Matt, and Luke were having this conversation where we said why there isn't a senior championship, an intermediate championship, and a junior championship is just beyond us. Why can they do it in the hurling? But the football just persists with this shit. Like, it just does my head in at this point. It needs to change. It's so outdated. What's your opinions? Put them in the comments below. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up of watching dead rubber provincial championship matches where you already know before going in is going to be a 25 point hammering for the smaller team. Like, that just is demoralizing. Going out knowing you're going to be beaten out the gate and then being beaten out the gate as you knew you would be. Like, it's just demoralizing. And to me, it's so frustrating because the solution is right there. Everyone knows a senior championship with the top teams, an intermediate championship with the teams that are just a little bit too good for the bottom teams, but not on the level of the top teams. So teams kind of like your Westmeads, kind of like your Cavans, and then a junior championship for the teams like Leitrim, like Waterford, like Carlow, who have a small population and are trying to do the best of what they have. That's the way forward, in my opinion. Let them earn their shot at the top teams. Don't just send them like lambs to the slaughter year after year, because 1994 is 1994. That's a long time ago, and we have to move on and get with the times. It's not working anymore. That's my opinion on this. I hope you enjoyed. Until the next one, guys, take care.